Light.
As it turns out, that's not all he does. He does lose every once in a while. Bet you never would have figured this. Kyle Orton was the quarterback pulling off this week's NFL miracle. Welcome into the studios of ESPN News with the Super Bowl champion Antonio Pierce and Max Bretos. I'm Bram Weinstein. We'll get to the Packers and the Chiefs momentarily, but we start, of course, with Tebow versus Brady.
And the whole Week 15, you don't see too many weekends like this, but right now, the #1 box office attraction in the NFL, Tim Tebow, facing Tom Brady. And Antonio, earlier on, this Broncos offense doing whatever they wanted against this Pats D.
Tell you what, that Pats defense is not very good, and the Broncos took advantage of it with that strong running game. You can see right here, Tim Tebow using his strength. Remember, this is a 240-pound quarterback, more like a running back running like a throw.
Yes, he got like a fullback with running back speed. It was 16-7. Some turnovers really did in the Broncos. Without these turnovers, do you think the Broncos might have been able to pull this thing off?
This game, remember, was 17-16, late second quarter, turnovers. Patriots took advantage of it. That's what good teams do.
And the Patriots go on to win it comfortably by the score 41-23. And Antonio, we look at this effort on the positive side. Obviously, the Broncos still on path to make the playoffs. What do they have to do? What did they learn from this game?
Well, I'll tell you what, you can't turn the ball over. I think in that winning streak, they were one of the best teams as far as not turning the ball over and creating turnovers. When you go give a team or you go against a team like the Patriots and you turn the ball over 3 times, especially down and deep in your own territory, it comes back to beat you, and that's what happened. 10 points late in that second half. It's 27-16 going in the half. You can see that the momentum switched, and regardless of all the magic that Tim Tebow has and he's possessed, it's very difficult to come back when you face a guy like Tom Brady.
And we might still see some magic from Tim Tebow these last 2 weeks of the regular season. He is at the podium right now addressing the media down there in Denver.
Good evening.
Tim, after everything went so right in the first quarter, obviously the turnovers killed you. Can you just talk about what happened right and then how it fell apart?
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, I have to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ first, and I also want to thank my teammates for the effort that they played with all day, and the coaches coached extremely hard. We kept fighting for the entire day, and that's something that, I'm extremely proud of. We did have things going pretty well early, scored on our first 3 possessions. And felt like we were moving the ball good, and then we put it on the ground, and that's something you can't do versus a great team and Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. And besides that, we're right there with them, and there's a lot of great things that we can take out of this game and try to improve and get better. But I think every time there's a setback, it's just more of an opportunity, for a new step up and, to make something even bigger and better. And so, we're going to be excited about this week going to Buffalo, and we're going to be extremely motivated, and, we'll have a good week of practice.
Does the rest of the locker room share that same attitude that you described?
Absolutely. Everybody's very positive and, just encouraging each other, and, we'll go at it here in a few days and, get ready for Buffalo.
Tim, was this the most challenging game you've had as a quarterback in the league so far?
Oh, I don't know. It was another game versus another very good team, and a team that's been a perennial power, and a team that we feel like we can compete with, and we did. We just have to do it a little bit more consistently, and we'll try to go and see if we can do that and improve a little bit each and every day.
How do you feel up 16-7? It's not a familiar position you guys have had.
Yeah, I guess so, but that Brady's going to make his plays, and so we were just focused, and I was unfortunate that our next 2 possessions, guys made great plays. You got to give them props for it, but at the same time, we just got to hang on to the ball, and that's my fault, and I'll get that straight.
Tim, first quarter edge was open all day. Last 3 quarters, not so much. What did they do different?
Just competed all day, and just made some big plays. We made some big plays. We just didn't make enough of them, so we just got to play a little bit more consistently, and we know that we can play with those guys.
Lance Ball did fine, and Jeremiah Johnson did, but this offense seems to lose an edge when a healthy Willis McGahee isn't in there. You dominated early, and after that injury, you didn't dominate like you did in those first 3 series.
Well, yeah, I think there were some other factors went into that, the turnovers, and then we were playing from behind a little bit, and then we had 58 seconds when we were trying to get the ball down the field. So that possession wasn't really one where we would have been running the ball too much anyways. So then he came back in the second half and had a few nice runs. So Willis is a great player, but also Lance and Jeremiah, they step in and do a great job as well.
And on your turnover, did you feel he just made a very good play, or is there something you could have done to better protect it?
Well, there's something I need to do better to protect it, that's for sure. He just came in real fast, and I probably should have handed it off. I tried to make a play and get it out to Eddie quick, and he got a hand on it and made a great play. And you could tell he was well coached with it, and he played it very well. So he did a great job, but I just got to do a better job.
Was there any more of an emphasis, because Patriots do give up so many yards, that we got to take care of the ball?
I mean, that's always huge for us. I mean, I don't know. That's pretty much say that every time I talk to y'all. That's one of our main keys is holding on to the ball, no turnovers. And if we hold on to the ball in this game, who knows what happens? And that's one of our biggest keys, if not the biggest. So we just have to improve with it and get a little bit better. And I know we're going to do that.
Tim, are you progressing as a passer? How would you kind of rate yourself over these last couple of weeks?
I feel like we've gotten better. Throwing the ball. We were able to do a lot of what we wanted to early throwing the ball, and where we were right in groove, and we were able to do some good things, and then we got behind and we pressing a little bit, but I think we're getting better. The timing with the receivers, and the receivers step up and do a great job, and they definitely make me look a lot better than I am.
When you take away the turnovers, do you think you guys are equipped as an offense to keep up with the elite quarterbacks like a Brady or a Breed, these types of guys?
Well, I'm not sure, but I know that for the most part, when we held onto the ball, we were able to move the ball, and so that was a good sign. We just got to find a way to get a little bit better and improve, and I know we're going to do that.
Tim, some people build this game as yourself versus Tom Brady. Is that sort of an unfair billing at this stage of your career?
I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to it anyways. I just know that it was the New England Patriots coming to play the Denver Broncos, and it was two teams going head-to-head, and I believe two pretty good teams, and they just had an edge on us because we dropped the ball on the ground, and that's something we got to do better.
Looks like you guys do things in kind of extremes. I mean, you have the first three quarters in the last several weeks, followed by frenetic fourth quarters. Today, first quarter, great. Followed by the last three quarters, not too much. You guys got to find some middle ground there and kind of get that consistency.
Yeah, we definitely have to be consistent. That's something that we can improve on. That's something that I think if we don't have those turnovers, I think we're able to keep that balance of run pass and hopefully keep them on their heels a little bit. And it's just something we got to improve on.
At the end of the day, when you can critique yourself as the quarterback, you look at how you play yourself. A lot of people would say one of your better, if not your best games as a pro of the day. Do you feel like that, or did you feel like you did, personally, you did good?
Honestly, to me, that really doesn't matter because ultimately you're judged on wins and losses, and that's why we play the game. So it's disappointing we came away with a loss, but I know there's a lot of things we can build on, offensively, defensively, and special teams. We know that in every phase we can get a little bit better, and I think that gives us a lot of confidence as a team, because we were with them for a lot of that game, and we still know that there's a lot of improvement that we can continue to make every single day in practice and every single game. So, hopefully if we got another opportunity, we could, put forth a better effort.
They brought a consistent pass rush all game long. They came at you hard. Whereas in recent weeks, other teams have backed off a little, maybe a half-hearted pass rush at times. Did it feel different to you? Do you feel like there was more pressure there?
Well, at the end, I mean, they're pinning their ears back because, they know we're going to pass and we have to. We just don't have enough time to be balanced. And so, they have some great players and, Gerard Warren and Vince Wilfork and the two guys off the edges, they play hard and consistent and they keep in their lanes and they had some good stunts and, they played well. And, I think every time, Gerard Warren hit me, he said something about Florida as well. So, that was that was funny, but our offensive line did a great job, and they hung in there and they competed, and I'm so proud of them and thankful for the effort they put forth.
Tim, a great classic game
Yeah, he was very complimentary. He was very nice, and you know what a great quarterback, what a class act he is, and you know, for a lot of young quarterbacks, you know, he does a lot of things to look up to and try to emulate.
What about Belichick?
Again, the Patriots beating the Broncos. Tim Tebow and Denver rushing for 252 yards. The score not that telling of how close this was at one point, where the Broncos were winning 16-7. As for the Patriots, they clinched the AFC East, and they snap a 3-game losing streak in Denver. This is a place that Tom Brady's had little success coming into the game, 1-6 against the Broncos overall, and Tom Brady also addressing the media after their big win.
Yeah, it was a good day for us. So, very emotional game. You know, the place was really rocking early, and I thought we showed some mental toughness. We really fought for 60 minutes, and really played good complementary football. So it's what we needed. You know, 11-3. Got a big game this week.
What was it like to watch, you know, that first quarter? You know, seeing what they were doing, and then you stepping on that field and going right back at them. Did you feel like it was going to be one of those days? Or?
Well, you know, we take it drive by drive. We try to take it play by play. I thought, you know, we answered their first score. We didn't answer their second score, but we kept it close. And then once we got some turnovers from our defense, that really sparked us. Well, they had a few sacks, didn't they? 2 or 3. I mean, they got me pretty good on one, but they have 2 very good pass rushers on the outside. You know, they have good blitz schemes. You know, I thought for the most part the protection was very good and allows me time to find a good matchup and make a good throw.
Tom, in the fourth quarter of the sack, I know you keep a scrapbook, but is that in your top 10 sacks that you've had over the years?
Yeah. I was looking to throw to Rob in the slot, who was one-on-one with DJ Williams, and didn't see Elvis coming, so he got me pretty good, but you know, we really answered the next time we got the ball, which was important. And you know, he's a very good player, Elvis and Von Miller. I mean, we talked about those guys all week and how difficult they are to block like we did, and I thought our guys really hung in there.
Is that on the list? Is that up there?
Of hits? Oh yeah. I mean, he got one of the best pass rushers in the league that gets a clean shot. I mean, I didn't see him coming, so he got me pretty good. I'm sure I'll be feeling that one tomorrow morning.
Very important win for the Patriots. They moved a step closer to perhaps finishing with that best record in the AFC. And the Broncos did, for the most part, shut down the big weapon that was Gronk. He only had 53 yards receiving, no touchdowns. Unfortunately, if the left one doesn't get you, the right one will for the Pats.
I mean, Aaron Hernandez came up huge, especially in the passing game. Tom Brady found him often early, those crossing routes. You know, when you're watching him, targeted 11 times, hit him on 9 of those receptions. When you get both guys, just think how dangerous that is. Hernandez, Gronkowski, the matchup problems, because now you're in base defense, and you got linebackers and safeties, and those guys are a matchup nightmare.
And truly a tremendous effort. As he goes through his list of checkoffs, another guy that could certainly beat you. The Patriots defense, much maligned coming in, very poor in that first quarter, maybe into the second quarter. How well did they play in that second half to quell that Broncos attack?
I mean, I think the tell of the tape was the turnovers. You're talking about 3 forced turnovers by that Patriots defense. Gave up a ton of yards in the running game. But in key moments, as they always do, they seem to do, created those turnovers. Remember, 17-16 ball game, 2 fumbles right before halftime, 27-16. The whole game switched right there.
Say what you want about their defense. They've scored at least 31 in their last 5 games. The offense cooking for New England. Coming up here on ESPN News, Tom Brady will own something that Aaron Rodgers and the rest of the Green Bay Packers will not be able to own, or anyone else in the NFL, at least for another season. That is perfection. Green Bay goes down for the first time this year. You won't believe where it happened. That's coming up.
ESPN News is presented by Triple Hops Brewed Miller Lite. Taste greatness.
Monday Night Football live on ESPN America. In Week 15, Big Ben and the playoff-bound Steelers head to the left coast to face the NFC West champions. Alex Smith has the Niners firing on all cylinders as the black and yellow touch down in San Fran. In all starts tomorrow at 0100 CET with Monday NFL Countdown. Monday Night Football live on ESPN America, home of the NFL.
I'm not a big roller coaster or heights fan.
I haven't thought about skydiving yet. I don't know if I can jump out that plane.
I pass on most of those big-time roller coaster rides.
I'm afraid of snakes, man. God, I'm afraid of snakes.
Welcome to the ESPN Player, your source for college sports. It's all live, all on demand, and all from €9.99. Sign up now.
For the widest choice of official North American sports merchandise, for the perfect gift to collect or just to look good and support your team, visit ESPNAmerica.com.
Get her up here. I need you to cover for me. You've worked this thing before, right?
Nope.
You know what it does, right?
No.
It's pretty simple. No. You're gonna do great. You're my superstar!
The NHL is on ESPN America. Catch all the action, all the goals, and all the big games, including the playoffs and the Stanley Cup Finals. Looking for NHL action? The puck stops here. Hockey's best go head-to-head all season long, live on ESPN America.
Don't miss college football live all season on ESPN America.
Miller Lite.
Welcome back to ESPN News. Bram Weinstein, Max Breda, Super Bowl champion Antonio Pierce. Here's the Super Bowl champions, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers of Kansas City. There wasn't anybody that thought they were going to lose to the Chiefs. Not a single person. They were down 6-0 at halftime when they found Donald Driver. All's right in the world. Packers up 7-6, but Antonio, they did not buckle here, the Chiefs. They came back. Kyle Orton, Leonard Pope, big game down to the Packers 3-yard line. Had to settle for another field goal, 1 for 5 in the red zone, so it stayed close.
I'll tell you what, Kansas City stuck to their game plan. They're going to run, play action, hit passes over the middle. They did just that.
All right, fourth quarter, Jackie Battle, they finally got in. Chiefs beat the Packers 19-14.
I think they had a good plan today. We just didn't execute very well, didn't throw well, didn't catch it well, didn't get open enough. Yeah, you got to give him credit.
I mean, I thought he was putting some tough spots. I mean, I thought Aaron played with more long down distances today than he has in quite some time. So he managed his game very well. I thought he was, productive at the line of scrimmage. We, he had 1 or 2 balls knocked down in the wind. But we'll look at the film and grade him like we always do.
We just try to mix it up on him because he's a very good quarterback, and we knew that they could put points.